All right, folks, part 2 of my unboxing of Trick or Treat Studios masks that I acquired from retrocryptco.com. Retrocryptco.com is your one-stop shop for all things swaggy. Definitely go check them out via the link in the description. In the first video, I unboxed the Trick or Treat Studios Jason Goes to Hell 93 mask. If you missed that video, go check it out. But today I have got a nightmare of an unboxing for you. This is another retro mask. However, this one is from the Dawn Post Studios line of masks. And it's for a character who's celebrating their 40th birthday this year. Lordy, lordy, look who's 40. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this guy out. He's been resting in this box for too long, and he's ready to come out. And of course, I'm talking about a Freddy Krueger mask, the classic Dawn Post Studios Freddy Krueger mask, and there he is. And this is a real blast from the past. I mean, I remember seeing this mask in like ads in comic books from back in the day. Like, it still amazes me to think like how mainstream Freddy Krueger was. I mean, he still is, but back in the day it was even crazier because like you could buy the costumes. He was just so mainstream, yet he was a child killer, for God's sake. And you've got parents buying their kids this mask to wear on Halloween. So yeah, it's that classic sculpt. It's undeniably Freddy Krueger. He's sneering at you. And really the first thing that drew my eye as soon as I pulled him out of the bag were his teeth. They've added some gloss to the teeth to make them a little shiny. They are yellowed and really nasty. The gums are just black. Freddy, not big on dental hygiene, apparently. Another area of the mask that immediately drew my eye were the burn scars. They've added some gloss on the burn scars too, to make them glossy, to make them stand out, to make them look wet, which is always a nice touch. And it's really contrasty because aside from those glossy areas, this is a really dry looking mask, like a really dry looking mask. So when it comes to the fine details, I mean, they did a good job with all the burn scars. I like those. The teeth look great. The ears are really good too. But you know, it's modeled after the old school Dawn Post Studios mask. So it's not gonna be as detailed as, you know, a current Trick or Treat Studios Nightmare on Elm Street mask. And it's not supposed to. This is a retro mask. This is a nostalgia mask. But even then, I think it looks really cool. I like how they've kind of narrowed the eyes, and of course he's sneering, so he looks either like really mad, or he looks like he's just caught a whiff of a really bad fart. One or the other. As far as the pull is concerned, this is a pretty thick mask, which means there's not a lot of give to it. It is, I would say, it's a fairly decent size though. So I think even if you have a larger head, you're not going to have too much trouble with it. But it's not like big. So I always get that question in the comments when I say it's a big mask or a small mask. People are like, well, how big, how small? I would say this one is just slightly bigger than average. So if you've got a huge head like me, probably not for you. If you've got an average to slightly bigger than average head, this one's going to be perfect. If you've got a small head, you may want to, you know, I don't know, pack it with something. But again, the latex is so thick, I think it's just going to hold its shape, whether you've got a little, your little head's filling this thing up or not. That sounds weird. Even if you've got a little head, I think the mask will retain its shape, so you'll be fine, is what I mean. And I really like how on some of the tags from Trick or Treat Studios masks, they've included care instructions for the mask. That's something else I get asked about a lot when it comes to displaying masks or just caring for them in general. And these care instructions, they lay it out in black and white for you. Never store your mask in direct sunlight. Keep away from extreme hot or cold. After wearing the mask, clean it out with a damp washcloth. After it's dry, put some powder inside of it. Non-talc powder, by the way. They do leave out on the care instructions that if you are going to store your mask on like a styrofoam head, put a bag over the head or a grocery bag or something. Put that over the styrofoam head and then put your mask on top of it. There's various other ways. I prefer paper towel holders. Those are the perfect mask stands. They're cheap and they just work. Or an empty 2-liter bottle. Empty 2-liter bottles work really well too. I've also recently discovered that these larger Gatorade bottles work as pretty good mask stands too, especially if you stuff your mask with plenty of grocery bags or whatnot. Those bottles are perfect. Stick around to the end of the video. I'll have some up-close and personal footage of the Dawn Post Studios Classics Freddy Krueger mask from Trick or Treat Studios. So yeah, this is a cool mask. It brings back memories. It's nostalgic. And, you know, if you're a horror fan like me, nostalgia is, nostalgia's a big deal. This is a cool mask. Again, if you want a fancier Freddy Krueger mask, they're out there, but I don't know. I just like this one. The sculpt is good. They nailed Freddy's mushed up nose, his ears. The latex is pretty thick. I'd say it's thicker than average for a Trick or Treat Studios mask. It's a pretty good size. Again, average, maybe slightly larger than average when it comes to the size. And again, the sneer. It's either anger or, you know, who cut the cheese? Let me know your thoughts on this mask down in the comments section below. And if you actually had one of the first run Dawn Post Freddy Krueger masks from back in the day, let me know that too. You could accessorize it with the hat and with the glove, and I think it came with a shirt too. I don't remember. Anyway, if you liked the video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. And go check out retrocryptcode.com via the link in the description. I hope everybody out there is having a great, safe, healthy, and happy Halloween season. Thank you for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time. Peace. A huge thank you to all my patrons and channel members for your generosity and support. Become a patron today and get early access to videos, have a say in what content appears on my channel, join me for monthly live streams, exclusive watch parties, and more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream, as well as members-only watch parties. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.